Live from the live from frozen Brooklyn. How y'all doing? This is Ashi. I'm at Artistic Games on Twitter. It's nice to see you all again. Like I always say, this is a vlog that I do whenever I want, and I mainly discuss things that I like. First of all, and as I'm sure you can probably hear in the background, I'm playing 5-Star Wrestling on the frickin' PS4. And it's freaking awesome, just like its PS3 counterpart. So, okay. So let's touch on a few subjects. First of all, in case you've been living underneath a rock, WWE has signed AJ Styles, Nakamura, Doc Gallows, and Carl Anderson. Oh, and Daniel Bryan may be coming back. Who knows? Anything can happen in the Royal Rumble. Let's see what happens tonight. But first things first. In my honest opinion, since everybody knows what's going to happen with AJ Styles, I would not put him in the Royal Rumble right away. I would have him as a surprise entrant number 31. Here's how I would do it. First you have, Roman Reigns is number 1 as WWE has made for the Royal Rumble, You have Reigns come in, pose a little bit with the belt. Then you have number 2. In my honest opinion, I think number 2 will probably be somebody like Damien Sandow or something like that. Maybe not. Maybe it might be Dolph Ziggler. Who knows? But Dolph Ziggler will come in. Let's make it Dolph Ziggler, okay? Let's have Dolph Ziggler come in number 2. Roman and Dolph go at it with each other, and they're fighting. Next guy who comes in, you can have it be the whole freaking Wyatt family. Entrance, let's see, there are 4 members of the Wyatt family. Entrance number 3 through 6, the Wyatt family. They come down, they start beating up on, they try to beat up on Roman and Dolph. Well, it works for a little while, and then you hear Brock Lesnar's music. Brock Lesnar comes out and basically doles out German suplexes for everybody. You get a German. Bray, you get a German. Eric Rowan, you get a German. Braun Strowman, you get a German. Luke Harper, you get a German. Dolph, you get a German. Roman, you get a German. Basically, Brock Lesnar goes full beast mode and beats the living crap out of everybody. Now, what I would have him do is Brock should F5 the crap out of Braun Strowman, kayfabe break his arm, then toss him out. Then Brock wreaks havoc on the rest of the Wyatt family. He doesn't break any of their arms because he's not nice enough to just put them out of their misery. But he should dole out German suplexes like the Candyman doles out lollipops to the Wyatt family. Oh, punctuated by F5s. By the time he's done, he should leave Bray for last. And then, just as he's about to German suplex him out of the ring, guess who comes in? League of Nations! Sure, why not? Entrance 8 through 11. Have them come out as a group, try to beat down on Brock. Brock ends up doling out German suplexes like they're candy again. Basically, who the heck can keep up with this guy? He's doling out German suplexes like it's nothing. Then you have him basically being a one-man elimination crew. He eliminates Bray. He eliminates Sheamus after Sheamus fails to connect with a brogue kick. He eliminates Rusev. Goodbye. German suplex you out of the ring. Alberto Del Rio, you get a German suplex too. Why not? Then he just picks him up. Belly to belly, overhead belly to belly out of the ring. Whee! Goodbye. Good luck. Sayonara. Then Brock turns his attention to Dolph and Roman. Counter goes down. It's Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho comes in. Chris starts in with Brock. Brock gets the upper hand for a while. And now the Authority's starting to get desperate. They start sending out guys en masse. So now we start losing count as to how many people have been in the ring already. I send out the primetime players, you send out the Ascension, you send out anybody that you can to try to stop this beast. And it may look like this mass of humanity has the upper hand for a while, but then Roman Reigns and Dolph get involved. They end up clearing house, and then you have Chris Jericho, Dolph Ziggler, and Roman Reigns in the middle of the ring. Fine. Got four of them going at it. It would actually be a good way of showcasing all four of them, because Dolph really deserves a push, even though he ain't getting it. Roman, alright, WWE wants to force him on us, fine. Let's do this. All of a sudden, buzzer show. Countdown buzzer goes off. Daniel Bryan comes out. Then you have Daniel Bryan. I hope Daniel shows up. I don't know if the rumors are true. I hope they are true. I would love to see Daniel Bryan in the Royal Rumble. Basically, now you have a powder keg. You have 5 top guys in the ring. You have Daniel Bryan. You have Brock Lesnar. You have Dolph Ziggler. And you have Chris Jericho. Basically, anything can happen here. So you have Brock and Daniel going at it, because Daniel thinks he can take on anybody. Brock throws him around a little bit, but when he tries to go for a German, Daniel flips over Brock, hits him with a running knee. Chris Jericho hits Brock with the code breaker. Brock is still like wobbly legs here. Super kick by Dolph. Finally, spear by Roman. And just as they're all wondering if they can eliminate the beast, countdown buzzer goes off again. Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens come out. Not together. They've been fighting since the last man standing match. They're just coming out and they're just basically pummeling on each other, and the whole action stops to watch Kevin Owens and Dean go crazy on each other. Dean gets hit by a chair by Kevin, Dean laughs it off, does the whole rebound clothesline thing, and they're just beating up on each other, and they both end up eliminating each other, and they still fight outside the ring. Basically, Kevin tries to hit a powerbomb through the announce table, which Dean reverses. Dirty deeds through the table. Then he goes under the table, gets a table, puts Kevin Owens on it, jumps into the ring, gives a look at all 5 men who are just like, Brock's out of it right now, but the 4 men in the ring who are conscious are like looking at Dean, and Dean like gives them like a look, jumps off, elbow through. Basically, you're carting out the Ambrose and Owens on stretchers. Basically, you want to continue this feud through Fastlane to WrestleMania, where you will end this feud in a brutal, bloody match. Basically, you want WrestleMania to be where anything can happen. Alright, but I digress. Now, the 5 men in the ring tried to throw out Brock. The four men in the ring tried to throw out Brock. They can't do it, because Brock is being stubborn. So, Dolph tries eliminating Daniel. Daniel reverses it and eliminates Dolph. Kudos, and basically this makes Dolph into a pseudo main eventer because he put on a good showing during the match. Anyway, what ends up happening is that now you have 4 men in the ring. You have Roman, you have Brock, and you have Daniel. Daniel and Roman, in my view, have unfinished business. So you basically have them go off on each other a little bit. So they're beating up on each other. Daniel's trying to do his suplexes, and Roman is doing trying to do his thing. They should do a spot where Roman tries to do a Superman punch, and Daniel turns it into a German suplex of his own. That'll be an awesome spot. Basically, they then decide to team up and try to eliminate the Beast. They're trying to eliminate the Beast. All of a sudden, this hooded figure comes out of the crowd. Eliminates all 3 of them. Ding, 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 ding. Royal Rumble's over. What the hell? Man takes off his hood. It's AJ freaking Styles. He just won the freaking WWE Championship on his first night there, without having to break a sweat. Now then, Triple H's music comes out, grabs the mic, introducing, for the first time anywhere in the WWE, your new champion, AJ Styles. This will set up a WrestleMania main event, which in my view is way overdue. Because you have two of the best technical wrestlers on the planet in Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. You have Brock Lesnar, who is the Beast as usual, and then you have Roman, who can benefit from this in a way by trying to show that he can hang with all 3 of them, if he can. He would have to up his cardio a bit more. So basically, your main event for WrestleMania 32, in my view, should be a Fatal 4-Way match. Elimination, of course, because we want to see who the best man is. This will give all 4 men a chance to shine in a Fatal 4-Way match. Dolph, I understand that I'm leaving Dolph out, but what you have here is that Dolph would be waiting in the wings here to take on the potential winner of the Fatal 4-Way. Now, what does Dolph do? Instead of feuding with any of those 4 men, you have Shinsuke Nakamura, who basically is getting a main roster contract. Why not? Nakamura versus Dolph. Why not? I think it would be a hell of a match. I don't know about you guys. I think it would be one hell of a great match. Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, here's what I would do in terms of the Bullet Club, aka the Balor Club that is coming to WWE. You debut them at the next takeover. Obviously, Finn Balor is going to be a cool heel, so to speak. Fine, that would be awesome. I would like to see Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows and Finn Balor as the Balor Club in WWE. But you don't stop it there. You have them start recruiting. Meaning, you bring in, when Hideo Itami, aka Kenta, comes back, you bring him in as a member of the Balor Club. Why not? I don't see any reason why Hideo Itami can't be a member of the Balor Club. Then you have Asuka, however you pronounce her name, as a female member of the Balor Club. Why not? They're all about titles and they're all about domination. They're not about taking over. This isn't the NWO. This isn't DX. This is about guys who want to showcase their skills and who just want to be dominant. So, what better way to show that they're dominant by recruiting Asuka? Just my honest opinion. You basically build a kick-ass stable of men and women. Well, with Asuka being the woman, but you get what I'm saying. Now, what I feel is that with the Balor Club, you bring them up after the night after WrestleMania. Maybe. But, you know what? Maybe it would be a better idea if they would stay in NXT for a while so they could have quality matches with Austin Aries and Finn Balor. And they're bringing in more women wrestlers from Shimmer, which I'm really glad that they're doing. Thank God. But I think that maybe, on second thought, maybe it'd be best if they stayed in NXT for a few months, and then maybe next year they debut them, possibly at the Royal Rumble, possibly at WrestleMania. It's something that I would have to think about fully, but I think Finn and the company are better in NXT. It would be a better deal for them to stay in NXT for now than it would be for them to go up to the main roster now. Now, I know that I hope that something like this happens. This is the best case. What I'm presenting is the best case scenario. Worst case, Daniel Bryan doesn't come back, and then you basically nix him, but you still have AJ Styles come in and eliminate Roman and Brock at the same time, thereby creating AJ Styles as a main event level top star. I don't see any harm done. Brock and Roman are still well protected. They can get rematches. I don't think that would be that much of a stretch here to have AJ compete against Brock and Roman. It would only help business as a whole. Now on to another subject that I also wanted to discuss. WWE 2K16. It is a pretty good game. It's a lot better than last year's game. I really hated last year's game. They basically castrated it, and I really hated what they did to the game as a whole. But 16 is a big step in the right direction because in many ways, they're trying to make it like a high-tech version of Fire Pro. In some ways. Hear me out. Hold on, okay? Hold on. Alright? There's no creative finisher, but they have thousands and thousands of moves. Sound familiar? You can basically create any wrestler, alive or dead. Sound familiar? Only one thing separates Fire Pro. There are a number of things that separate Fire Pro from 2K16. One, the pacing. and to the fact that Fire Pro Wrestling has 500 creative wrestler slots, WWE 2K16 only has 100. The pacing in WWE 2K16 is very good, and I really like what they've done in terms of the reversals. They do have a lot of wrestler-specific reversals and a lot of the mannerisms down pat, but I really wish that there was more to it. 5-Star Wrestling, which I'm starting to play on the PS4, is, in my view, in many ways, it does the psychology of professional wrestling a lot better. And in some ways it's superior than WWE 2K16. In some ways they're on an equal footing. I mean, I wish that 5-Star Wrestling had creative wrestler. I wish that they had more wrestlers, more. I mean, look, it's a very good game. Don't get me wrong. I love the game. I just want more, you know? But getting back to WWE 2K16, the graphics are phenomenal. Every WWE wrestler is well represented. The controls are pretty good. They're what you're used to after all these years. The gameplay, it's very good. I really like the gameplay. I just don't like the submission system that they have in place, where you're chasing around the submission thing in a circle. Not too crazy about that. I really would like it if they had more of a UFC Undisputed 3 vibe, a little bit more to it, I guess, or the UFC game that came out from EA. I really wish there was more of a better submission escape system. It's just me. The audio is phenomenal. I love the in-game music, and I love the background music. And Creative Wrestler is back to being what it should be. Thank God. As is Creative Entrance. So I'm happy about the Creation Studios. I really do miss Create a Story, but maybe next year, I hope. I really hope that they do more, because I really want to see WWE improve. They made probably one of the best wrestling games of all times, WWE No Mercy. So here's hoping that one day WWE can tap into that AKI madness and create that great wrestling game that we all want to see. Now, as far as 5-Star Wrestling goes, you can basically watch my video, the video I did on the PS3 version, but the PS4 version is a vastly superior version. It has better graphics, the controls are slightly smoother, the animation rate is better, there's a little bit more reversals and a little bit more moves, and there's some more challenges. It's good. So you can't go wrong. It's $20 on the PlayStation Network. You're not losing anything by getting the game. It's basically a cheap game that is really, really good. Yes, there are bugs in the game. Yes, it is obvious that there are bugs, but the pros far outweigh the cons in my view. 5-Star Wrestling gets 5 stars from me. The graphics, I can live without the graphics, but like they always say, graphics aren't everything. The controls are good. The pacing is good. The ring psychology is what is the selling point of the game. Basically, if you attack a guy's leg, he won't be able to do certain power maneuvers. which is the way it should be. I wish they would incorporate that into WWE 2K the next year's game, where you can target your opponent's limbs. I'll be happy if they had that. I mean, look, I've been playing video games for 30 years now. I love video games. I love WWE. I've been watching for 30 years. I just hope they could do well. I also wanted to shout out to my Monday Night Raw crew on Twitter. Hey Madman, hey Event, Laura, how you doing? Coleman, hey there. You guys really make Raw more fun than it is. It wouldn't be as much fun without you guys, and I'm definitely gonna be watching the Royal Rumble tonight. Maybe I'll make a video review of the Royal Rumble. We'll see I'll see how I feel about it. But until the next time, this is Ashi. See y'all later.